Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're watching this video. I am Jay the Light, and I have 3 Atlas builds for you with 0 Forma cost. Alright, so the first build, Umbral Fiber, Fleeting Expertise, Umbral Intensify, Umbral Vitality, Steel Charge up here. Now, keep in mind, I have my Umbral mods 2 away from max. So if you have your Umbral Forma maxed out, then this build may not work for you. So keep that in mind. Moving on, we have Adaptation. We have a 4 out of 5 Streamline, 4 out of 5. We have a Max Transient Fortitude and a Max Blind Rage, Arcane Tempo, and Arcane Guardian. If you look over here to the stats, you see that's very high armor, plus Arcane Guardian adds 600 armor. So we're looking at what, 1800 armor? Energy is a little less than you might want, but trust me, it's for this build, the energy is not going to be a problem. Plus we have all these things here. Trust me, the energy is not going to be an issue. Health, that's a good amount of health. That's like Chroma or Nidus type of health right there. Very good health. So basically, I call this my tank mountain build because not only does it have high damage, but it also has high survivability. So you're going to be able to take damage and dish it out at the same time. The only thing that really suffers in this build is your duration. So if you planned on making rumblers or anything of his that requires duration, this is not about duration. This is about taking damage and dealing damage. So if you want to do sorties with this build, you can do sorties with it, or any mission with high level enemies. It's going to work out very well. Next, we have our max range build. On 1 second. Arcane Tempo. Arcane Tempo just helps kind of with your overall attack speed with all your weapons. So this build is pretty much all about range. It's not as survivable. It doesn't deal as much damage, but it does have higher duration. And with this build, is more about using Atlas's third ability, which is the Ore Gaze, which petrifies all the enemies and turns them to stone. So basically, you got like 4 or 5 enemies coming at you. Normally, Atlas's range isn't good enough to hit all 5 of them at the same time. But with this build, you can hit a whole lot of enemies in front of you with the Ore Gaze, and then freeze them, and then run up and smash them, so you can collect the rubble and build your armor up. So that's the point of this build, is to get your armor high on him. That's basically what this is all about. And also crowd control. So all enemies in front of you will be petrified, turn to stone, collect the rubble, build your armor up. That's what this build is all about. And then we have Titanic Rumbler build, which is all about, well, I focused on duration for this build. So then you put the Titanic Rumbler mod on here. Creates 1 giant rumbler that deals, well, yeah, you can read. But yeah, so basically it makes a giant rumbler instead of 2 rumblers, and it lasts 270% duration, which I will show you. You see the duration up there is 120 seconds. So 2 minutes. I've got a whole 2 minutes with the giant rumbler. So basically that's like my companion. That's what I made this build for. I made it to be my companion to help me fight. So yeah, basically these are the 3 builds that I came up with just now. I just now got my Atlas up to level 30, so these are the builds I came up with. So yeah, I guess I'll show off a little bit. If you just wanted to see the builds, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, if you have a build of your own that you'd like to show me, go ahead and type it down in the comments. My PSN's Jay the Light on PS4 if you want to add me. I do live streams every now and then, just hanging out and talking, chatting with people. If you're interested, just let me know. And if you're on your way out, then I'll see you next time. Feel free to subscribe. And if you want to see the builds in action, stick around. Put the, let's see. I'll go with these guys for now. Wait a minute. How could I forget? Jack attack. Yeah. I forgot this component of Atlas. I apologize. So basically, he needs a stat stick weapon, right? And I've heard people say jaw sword and other melee weapons, stuff like that, you know. But I've always gone with Jack attack as my stat stick to help amplify the damage of his first ability. So as you can see, we have Jack attack with body count for to keep the combo duration up. Our ruling scourge. We'll take strike for corrosive damage, which you see over here, corrosive damage. I put these two mods on here just because it had everything I needed as far as critical chance and melee damage. We have Organ Shatter here for a critical chance, and then these two mods help with impact because you're whenever you do his first ability with the super punch, it's all about impact damage. So you want to amplify your impact damage. Yeah, so that's how I got that set up. I just wanted to clarify on that. I forgot to mention that earlier. Yeah, like I said, this is my tank build. I'll show off the Rumbler build. So basically, your Atlas is still strong enough to fight with this build, but once you activate your Rumbler, that's gonna be your guy. Where's the other enemies at? Now we're just gonna watch the we're just gonna watch him do his thing. Now, of course, if I wanted to help him and take some of these guys out, I could do that. And this way, he's your companion. See that? He's knocking level 120 guys out all by himself. He's knocking these guys out by himself. That's the point of the Rumbler, is to be your backup, be your extra helping hand. Hey, Rumbler. Actually, they got a redesign. I just noticed that. They got a redesign. They don't even look like they used to look. They look better now. They got a little more detail to them. But yeah, that's my Titanic Rumbler build. Definitely a cool build if you want to try that out. And lastly, we'll go over the max range build. Look, 600 armor, that fast. Look, you see how far away they are? Look how far away they are. Look at all this armor I'm building up now because of that. Look how far away they were. They were all the way back there, and they still got petrified. And now I have an extra 1,000 armor off of that. It's pretty. I think all three of these builds are usable in their own ways for different missions. It really depends on your play style, what you like to do.